Annual evaluation of Dylan Faden, formerly P6, performed by Dr. Carla Vaughn. The questions asked here correspond to the 5th iteration of the Gunner's psychological assessment. Are you ready, Dylan? Let's begin then. In a single word, describe the world around you.
Where's Casper?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out. He didn't want to come, did he? He never visits, not since Roberts. Tell Darling it wasn't my fault. I couldn't control it yet, but I can now. I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
A prison. A cold, empty prison. Not even a poster on the wall.
What is the next number in the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
18.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
What day is it today?
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Can you describe a dog to me?
In Ordinary, we had a friend. Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper! Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
I'm averse to using objects of power. I don't want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust. But the ashtray and the cigarette, smoking there forever, have their uses. The ashtray maze they conjure is an impossibly changing labyrinth that no one but the binder, and those the binder invites, can ever pass through. The things we hid in dimensional research, the things Darling studies, the danger and the risk involved, call for every measure of security and protection I could bring to the table. The maze, hands down, is our strongest lock. I gave Darling and his chosen crew license to pass through the maze. Lately, I've started to think I should revoke that license.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Alrighty then. Well, there's a bunch of stuff in this game, as you can see. You get all these different skills and abilities while playing through the game. She doesn't start off with all of this. And I guess since maybe my mic was acting weird, I'll go back and do this. Let's see. Yeah, I'll go back. I'm not sure if it's still going to be there or not. It might not be there anymore. Oops. Oh, that is one way to get back. Quickest way to get back to the spawn point. But yeah, it's probably not there now. So I'll probably say this for the people who probably end up seeing this after the fact. In the beginning of this, I went to this little area, and there'll be a bunch of Maneki Nekos, lucky kitty cats. In order to even get to that, you had to collect 8 different cats. And after you collect those 8 different cats, you end up getting these little cat ears that's on my character's head. Alright, let's see. What else I gotta recap on since maybe my mic was acting dumb? Let's see. I really like this game mainly because, well, you get really cool guns. And there's a constant progressive. What, this game? I've been playing this game for about, if you add the time up, about a week or something like that, on and off. I've gotten into DLC of the game. I think it's really a good game, mainly because I'm into a lot of sci-fi action stuff in general. But yeah, it's really cute, and it'll be. I'll leave the live video up after I'm done, so people will be able to go back and actually see it. But yeah, let's see. I really like the interactions between characters in this game, so I'm going to go back to this area with one of the NPCs that's a main character in the game. So this game is pretty decent with the actual dialogue between characters. It's voice acted.
How do you feel about me taking over as director?
You act like it just happened. You've been director since we first met, remember? I'm still thrilled. Nothing's changed. Not for me. But the Bureau has changed. Trench and Darling are gone. Their knowledge, anything not written down, disappeared with them. They knew the Bureau better than anyone.
They're the Bureau's past, Emily. We won't operate like they did. We'll learn from their mistakes. We'll be better than they
But yeah, I
ever
really
were.
like this game a lot.
We won't ever be like them.
And
Well, I've got a bureau to run.
I've basically become
See you soon.
a little bit attached to
Yes,
the
ma'am, Director
characters in
Faden.
general because they've gone through a lot.
Please, Emily.
And I'm not going to spoil that because clearly not everybody has played this game. But visually also, I really like how this game looks. I like that as you progress through the game, you get a choice on what to wear. That's what you start out with, of course, without the kitty cat ears. Um, I like this one. But the story itself, I think, is really worth the playthrough.
Give 'em hell, Director.
You can also, in this game, there's a bunch of,
This happened by accident.
which I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. There will be, I'll call them like a patrol. It'll come up and then it'll be a certain area you have to go through and complete a certain task within a certain period of time, which is, I guess, it adds to the playability of the game. There's a bunch of side quests too in this game, not just the main storyline, which I can go and look at that. And I've completed 29 of them, but each one of them has their own story that goes behind it. So tons of lore. A bunch of collectibles, case files, correspondence, the stuff that I was talking about while my mic was acting silly.
Could survivors be hiding inside?
But yeah, I really like this game. Considering I haven't completed all the DLC, I'm pretty sure I've done a decent amount of the game. I can't really speak to that. But I will say this part of it, there's more than one thing that happens in this game. Because I'm not trying to spoil it for anybody. But yeah, I'm far enough in the game to say that much. There's stuff that happens in this game. However, I will say, since I said a bunch of positive stuff, if you're someone who does not have a lot of patience and doesn't like puzzles, there's puzzles in this game. They're not super hard, but there are puzzles in the game. After a certain point, there could be a feeling of repetition in the game. Like, there are certain things you might have to do, and there's a bunch of platforming in this game. But luckily, after a certain point, it really isn't that big of a deal because she gets telekinesis and whatnot else. But I really like it, so I would recommend it to anybody who's into that type of stuff. Sci-fi, mystery, creepy, somewhat horror stuff. I will say that the DLC of this game has a portion in it, without me giving away too much, that made me feel like I was playing a horror game. Like a straight up horror game, which I liked it. But it could get to some people and make their blood go flowing, so to speak. But yeah, I don't think there's much else I can say about this game without giving something away, because clearly it speaks for itself. It runs smoothly. While you're walking around, other characters actually talk, so it feels like it's an actual lively world, so to speak.
I found a file on the old director, Northmore.
As you see, I'm not interacting with them, but they're still talking. I like stuff like that in games.
Welcome back, Director.
But I've rambled on quite a bit already about this game. I think Dragon Age is a nice game, but I didn't play through it myself. I actually was in a good position in which I watched someone else that I care about play it.
We're all rooting for you, Director.
I played games like World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV, Warframe, Rift, Arc Age, Lineage 2. Those types of games. Also, for those of you who are not following me on Twitch, I am Lady Kitty Cat Meow on Twitch. So I go live on there from time to time. So feel free to follow me there too. And I probably should get around to doing like a poll or something to see whether or not people would be interested in seeing me play games live on YouTube more often. But you can follow me over there on Twitch. Yeah. Which I think I'll probably end up streaming sometime tomorrow on Twitch. And yeah. I still haven't figured out which game I'm going to do tomorrow. It probably end up being Smite, because I want to play a lot of Arena just for fun. So I'll probably end up streaming that on Twitch tomorrow, depending on the response to this video and whatnot else. So as usual, I hope everybody's doing good, staying blessed and feeling well, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.